You're watching Animal Planet.
Coming up on Vet School Confidential.
My first day of ophthalmology rotation, I get the cataract. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing.
That very well could be a blind eye.
Hey there, did you have surgery today? That is the girl of my dreams. Vet school's fun. It's definitely a challenge. It's gross stuff. It's cool stuff. It's hard. It's tiring. It's an adventure. I'm Kent Vince. I'm a senior veterinary student, partway through my 4th year of veterinary school. The hardest part is getting in. You know, all I've ever wanted to do since I was 9 years old is become a veterinarian. And, you know, what would I do if I didn't get in? So I didn't get in the first time. Then I didn't get in the second time, and I said, "Ugh!" But I got in on the 3rd try. No, I didn't. My first day of ophthalmology rotation. It's kind of a tough rotation. You know, you gotta hit the ground running, right? The only way to learn is to be in the fire, so I guess I can be in the fire in about 5 minutes.
Pupils, how symmetric are they?
Ophthalmology is the study of the eye.
Probably able to pick up. This is basic stuff right here. These are your basics. Boom, optic nerve.
The eye is like a whole nother world.
Okay, grab home. There, now get your distance.
Okay.
Okay.
This is weird. This is worse than a video game because you think you have hand-eye coordination, but now you got hand, eye, and head coordination. I'm feeling a little deficient in ophthalmology right now. Dr. Casotis is the resident that's going to be on, and he graduated from Michigan State a few years back. He's always running around.
Yeah, there you go, awesome. My name is Nick Casotis. I'm a 2nd-year resident in training for comparative ophthalmology.
I heard it on the radio.
I have a supervisory role in terms of making sure that the students come up with the right diagnosis and the right treatment so that they learn the right techniques in how to paint a clinical picture.
So we have our first case?
The first one is Casey.
I get the cataract, I believe.
Casey.
Casey. I'm a little unsure. It's my first cataract evaluation that I've done, and I'm a little unsure of myself. We had a lab that we practiced in our first year, so we got to use the equipment a little bit, but that was so long ago. Where do they send the patients anyway? Are they
Could be there or they could be out there.
Okay. I need to review my notes, that's for sure. Come on, Casey. So how's Casey been doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Casey comes in and we have an idea that she has an eye problem, but we want to see ourselves, you know, what is the extent of her eye problem. We basically do all these general tests to see if, is she a good candidate for surgery.
She was having trouble seeing. She's 9 years old, and we noticed it last year.
Does she seem to be bumping into things more?
Well, maybe a little more than she was.
Some friends have heard how much it costs, just about $2,000, and it's like, well, I wouldn't spend that for a dog. Well, she's one of the family, and we're her protectors.
She has trouble following things. She likes to play every once in a while, but she can't follow the toys when you throw them for her to get.
We'll do a maze test to see, you know, does she have any vision? All right, if you just want to call Casey.
Case. This way. Case, come here.
We see pretty much the worst case scenarios for cataracts on our services. A cataract is any sort of opacification or simply a whiteness that forms inside of the lens that allows you not to see through the eye.
You might need to be more perpendicular. It needs to be completely level.
Tonopen is primarily to measure the intraocular pressure inside of the dog's or a cat's or a person's eye.
Just pull it down ever so lightly. Dead end. That's basically like a crash course in giving an ophthalmology exam. It's essentially my first one that I've ever done. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. It's new waters to me.
Do pressures go up with inflammation or go down with inflammation?
I would think pressures would go up with inflammation.
Just the opposite. That's all right.
Not to argue with you, but I'm going to redo those pressures.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Wherever you want to stand, that's fine. What I want to double check are the pressures because they seem a little bit low. And her eyes seem a little bit red. And we like to get that nice and calm before we go in there surgically. We know we have advanced cataracts in your dog. We've had a few very rare case scenarios where the animal wakes up after surgery and has what we call a pressure spike. If it gets high enough, it can ruin the retina. And I've had probably 2 dogs that have woken up after surgery, had this happen, and have gone home blind. That's devastating. It really is. I just need you to be aware of those as potential complications. Off we go.
See you, Case. Take care. I'll give you a call later on. Okay. She'll be in good hands. This is home for her for the day and night until she goes to surgery tomorrow. Even though I'm not doing the actual surgery, you know, I'm assisting, and it's still my patient. So I'm the one that's continuously monitoring her, and right now I just basically put my concentration, my efforts into Casey.
When we return,
There's a tear in the back of the lens capsule.
You tell me what you want me to do.
I like the smell of cows and horses more than dogs and cats. Easy, girl.
You're watching Vet School Confidential on Animal Planet. Next at Vet School Confidential on Animal Planet.
Casey's going to be going to surgery a little bit later this morning, and just part of a routine pre-operative, we give a couple eye drops to make sure that everything's a-okay for her when she does enter surgery. And the anesthesiologist will come in and they'll do their thing while we concentrate on our thing. So I'm going to head on down to the surgery area and see what's going on.
Well, there's a lot more than just dogs and cats here. There's cows, llamas, sheep, goats, equine, and also pigs. I like the smell of cows and horses more than dogs and cats. Get over it early. My name is Rachel Cesar, and I'm a third-year veterinary student. Right now, I'd like to specialize in equine medicine, but I'm not exactly sure about that. This morning, I'm doing physical exams on the cows for our thyreogene genealogy lab. And that's our reproduction lab. Come on, girly. Easy, girl. I'm taking the temperature on this cow right now and getting a lot of manure on me. I don't think she likes me too much. Everything's pretty fine. Her pulse seems a bit high. This lab, I got to finally palpate a cow. And I told my dad, I'm like, I finally got to put my arm with the cow. He's like, that's great. And he's like, when are you going to do a horse? Really cool. I don't know. I never did that before, so it was like a new thing for me. I even called my dad and told him.
You definitely don't want to wear good clothes on that day. Make sure you have your rubber boots like closed, because if the cow ever does just like drop a load, then and your boots are open, then
right in the boot.
Yeah, right in the boot. That's a bad thing.
It's like really warm.
Oh, it's very warm.
Oh God. Yeah, I figured it'd be like this. Oh, gonna go change and wash my hands and go to class. I'm gonna go dancing on Friday. Then I don't want to smell like cows or anything.
You learn from every case that you see, and there's no doubt about it. You learn that you can never be too careful.
We'll take Casey into surgery. She has cataracts, and so we're going to go in and remove the cataracts from both of her eyes. Hopefully, if all goes well, then we'll put in lens implants, and she'll recover, go home in a couple days, and hopefully she'll be able to see again.
I'm all set right now. Thank you very much.
You tell me what you want me to do. If I can touch any instruments, play with them, do whatever.
A couple things. I do want you to continue to irrigate the surface of this eye.
I am the water boy. I'm making sure that the corneal surface is nice and moist, you know, because the dog is not able to blink and spread tears over the cornea.
Normally the lens is a perfectly clear see-through structure. When it becomes white, that's the cataract.
And initial incision is made into the cornea. Ben, that lens capsule is extremely fragile and extremely thin. This is a pretty darn hard bugger to get through here, I'll tell you that much.
The stuff that's kind of floating around, what is that?
That's cataract.
Now will you eventually suck that up, or?
Yeah, the cataract is simply vacuumed out.
Is it normal for a little bit of bleeding to occur? I'm seeing some redness.
That's not, well, that is blood. All right, we have a problem. There's a tear in the back of this lens capsule. Oh, goodness, this is just horrendous. You don't like seeing blood in eye surgery. Unfortunately, this side is not going to be able to accept the lens. There's a tear that would be like the Ziploc bag. Now, if you need to put something new into that Ziploc bag, it can't have a hole on both sides. And I tell you right now, this lens is not going in this eye.
That area that tore is about the thickness of one blood cell. Could it have been her cataract? Could it have been the knife? It's very difficult to say.
She'll be able to see lights and shadows, but she won't have a real good focus like her other eye. When we returned, her intraocular pressures were up to 63.
Is the inflammation so bad that we might lose vision?
Don't go away. There's more Vet School Confidential coming up on Animal Planet. I want the Vet School Confidential on Animal Planet.
Casey has had a bit of a setback. This morning when I came in to check her pressure in her left eye, which is the eye that we're concerned about, was elevated.
He just has a lot of cellular debris inside of his anterior chamber.
Say that pressure spike took place at midnight, right after everybody left, right? And then stayed in place till we found it this morning at 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning. That's very well could be a blind eye and never recover any vision. And that would be very depressing.
So at this point, we just want to make sure that she's safe to go home.
Actually, I remember Ken coming into our class first year. The upperclassman comes in to talk to us about how to do things right in vet school. Ken gives the whole, don't take this thing too seriously. This is all a bunch of games here. You just got to relax. You got to make sure you go out and have a good time and go on lots of dates with other vet students.
I didn't say vet students. No way.
Or other students. I'm like, who is this guy?
Oh my gosh.
No,
Who is this guy?
No, I think you're full of it, man.
Thank you for giving me that.
First day of anatomy lab. Been here 75 girls. I'm thinking to myself, all right. 75 ladies. I gotta. I'll get a date here or there.
4 years later?
Now. Casey, come on, girl. Hey there. Fine, how are you doing?
Fine.
Did you have surgery today?
Yeah.
And it recovered?
Yeah.
Kind of cool?
What?
Is that kind of cool?
Yeah, it was. It was good.
What was it, dog or a cat?
It was a cat. Female. Thing.
Big, small,
It was small.
young?
She was 5 months old. So it was good. It was nice to see a happy ending. See you later.
Hey, you gotta give me a call if you wanna run your dog.
Okay.
That is the girl of my dreams. Look at, she drives a cool truck. Oh, criminy.
All right, so Kathleen has a horse. Your cat went home. Dog went home. Sharpay is doing okay. And
Block is doing fine.
Block is doing fine. And the cataract.
Hey there, Casey Bear. We've been managing her eye pressures with eye drop medication and drugs, and they've come down to a much more normal level, and so we're going to see how she's doing.
You guys can see the little bit of subconjunctival hemorrhage. See the little star-like appearance in there? Come on up close. You guys see that? I'm real pleased with the way that the right eye is shaping up. The left eye is also showing signs of at least resolution in coming around. So
A good prognosis.
Well, definitely. Remember, we always prognosticate a couple different things, though, right? A is vision, B is retention of the eye, right? Can you keep the eye? So is this inflammation going to be so bad that we have to yank the eye?
No.
No, don't think so. So is the inflammation so bad that we might lose vision? I think it's there. I mean...
There's always a potential.
Yeah, so we're resolving nicely. Things are under control. She's being a great patient. And, you know, the tone is generally positive.
Tonight I am going dancing with my dancing partner. I wear a shirt like this. This is when it's cold. And I had some pants, but I think they're dirty and they're kind of leather looking. After the end of the week and going through class and taking exams, especially after like 2 weeks and I haven't gone dancing, it starts like shaking. It's like, I guess, smokers. People that smoke, they need a cigarette and they need to dance. Hi. I thought you had picked up my small.
My name is Michael Mazey, and I am a fourth-year veterinary student at Michigan State, and I am friends with Rachel. I consider her one of my closest friends. I brought you a present.
What is it?
It's glitter.
Like glitter you wear?
Yeah.
You gonna put it in my forehead?
Yes.
He's already laughing.
I think it's on your cheeks, too. Okay, we'll just go
Okay,
with the
fine.
forehead. No.
Go with the whole thing.
No,
No, because if
now
I
you're
don't
just going to have it on your forehead.
It's just, no, put it on my cheeks.
You got to put more on.
Put it on my cheeks then. I just don't want it on my, oh man. Tonight, I'm gonna get some dancing done. And I'm gonna have a really good time.
Second semester of first year of vet school, Rachel decided to start dragging me out to go dancing with her, and after much resistance, I finally did, and now we go as often as we can.
It's totally an energy releaser.
It's kind of amazing, though. You think just yesterday she could hardly see in the dark, but she's definitely gained a lot of her vision back, which is the whole goal of the cataract surgery. If I can help an animal have a better quality of life, that's the important part of this job. When we return,
Casey is about to be discharged.
Where is she? We'll see how well she can see.
Vet School Confidential will be right back on Animal Planet.
Where is she?
Casey is about to be discharged, which makes me happy.
We'll see how well she can see.
she felt all right yesterday, but she wasn't this happy and excited.
Yes, they had some trouble with one eye initially, but it's coming along. Whoops, they're here. I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Got some stuff I want to go over with you. She's a happy-go-lucky dog right now.
Good.
The prognosis is good for vision in the right eye, and it's guarded for the left eye. But you know, it's definitely better than what she had when she came in.
She was blind in that eye for a starter, so it has to be better.
Right.
Good. Oh, there she is.
Casey girl.
Casey.
Hi, baby. Hi, babies. How are you? Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm a real big sentimental guy. I'm not. But it does feel good when you can help somebody out or help an animal out to provide happiness to a person.
You know, when you can reunite your clients with their patient, then it's a great thing. It kind of lightens your day up. Well, don't feel if it is overwhelming that you can't give a call. I mean, phone line's open. That's the nice thing about it.
We'll go right up here to the front desk and.
Thank you again.
Take care.
Yeah. How about that? We thank you for all your good care.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. While we are veterinarians, we're not necessarily doctors of animals. We're doctors of people, but it is animals who we use our medicine on to treat people. And that's essentially what it is.
If she can see, then it's really all worth it.
Up next on Animal Precinct, a pack of junkyard dogs is bothering the neighborhood.
I imagine the neighbors are not too happy about that.
After weeks of potential attacks, it's time to bring in the precinct. It'd be really simple to just round up the pack except for one thing.
What's that?
They care about the welfare of the animals. Animal Precinct is next.
And find Animal Planet at discovery.com.